You may know the Mafia from The Godfather or Sopranos, but its origins date back to the late 19th century. The Mafia, also known as La Cosa Nostra, became synonymous with organized crime in the United States. The roots of the American Mafia can be traced back to the arrival of Italian immigrants in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. As these immigrants settled in major cities such as New York, Chicago, and New Orleans, they brought with them a culture deeply rooted in honor, loyalty, and a code of conduct known as omerta. Throughout its existence, the American Mafia operated under a strict hierarchical structure. Each crime family had its own boss, underboss, consigliere, and a network of soldiers and associates. These families, including the infamous 5 families in New York, Genovese, Gambino, Lucchese, Bonanno, and Colombo, became the main names of organized crime in America. The Mafia's power extended beyond the boundaries of criminal activities. Through its network of influence, it infiltrated labor unions, politics, and even legitimate businesses. This allowed the Mafia to exert control over American society. But this story is not about the Mafia. It is a crazy story of a man who started his life as a mobster, and today is a motivational speaker and author. He knows all about crime and violence, but also about redemption and transformation. Today we dive into the life of Michael Franzese. You may not have heard of him, but in the world of organized crime, there are only a few names that carry the weight of legend. One such name is Michael Franzese. Born on May 27, 1951 in Brooklyn, New York, Michael Franzese would become a fundamental figure in the American Mafia. Michael Franzese was the son of John Sonny Franzese, a high-ranking member of the Colombo crime family. The Colombo family was established in the early 1920s, operating primarily in Brooklyn, gaining notoriety for its involvement in gambling, loan sharking, and labor racketeering. Growing up in the world of organized crime, Michael seemed destined to follow in his father's footsteps. Not surprisingly, he did, becoming one of the most notorious and feared members of the Mafia. As time went by, Michael found himself drawn deeper into the family business. He became a trusted member of the Colombo crime family, climbing the ranks and earning a reputation for his intelligence, charm, and business knowledge. Michael's skills proved invaluable as he oversaw lucrative illegal operations, including gambling, extortion, and gasoline bootlegging. From the late 1970s to the early 80s, Michael Franzese was heavily involved in various illegal activities, but his real claim to fame was his role in the gasoline bootlegging scheme, which earned him millions of dollars and made him an important target for law enforcement. Michael Franzese was known for his charm and ability to negotiate lucrative deals. One time when he was tasked with securing a major contract for the family's illegal gambling operations, he set up a meeting with a powerful and influential figure in the world of gambling. As he sat down with the man, he skillfully presented his proposal, telling all about the benefits and profitability of working with the Colombo family. However, during the negotiation, tensions began to rise, and it became apparent that the man was hesitant to enter into an agreement with a very known mobster. Sensing the deal was going to fail, Michael changed his approach. Instead of relying solely on intimidation or force, he tapped into his natural charisma and persuasive abilities. He shared stories, cracked jokes, and connected with the individual on a personal level, breaking down the barriers that initially stood in their way. As the conversation progressed, Michael managed to disarm the other party, addressing their concerns and demonstrating his reliability and trustworthiness. By the end of the meeting, the skeptical individual was convinced to sign the contract, entering into a profitable partnership with the Colombo crime family. Michael's quick thinking and ability to adapt to unexpected situations helped him evade capture on numerous occasions. In another episode, while overseeing the operation of his gasoline bootlegging scheme, he received a call informing him that the FBI was conducting surveillance on their activities. Knowing the risks involved and how much money would be lost, Michael quickly gathered his crew and devised a plan to outsmart the authorities. He told his men to empty the gasoline trucks into nearby storage tanks and replace the fuel with water. This way, when the FBI eventually raided the location, they would find nothing incriminating. As the FBI agents arrived and began searching the premises, they inspected the trucks and tested the fuel samples. To their surprise, the tests showed that the trucks were carrying water instead of gasoline. The agents were left surprised, unable to find any evidence of the illegal operation they had been monitoring. This episode showcases his cunning and resourcefulness as a mobster, highlighting the lengths he was willing to go to protect his criminal activities. However, Michael's life took a dramatic turn in the 1980s, when he faced numerous federal charges, including racketeering and tax evasion. During his time with the Colombo family, he witnessed bloodshed, experienced the weight of constant paranoia, and faced the constant threat of incarceration. The violence of everyday life was affecting his family life. Between moments of chaos and danger, a transformation began to take shape within Michael's heart. He began to question the moral implications of his actions and the toll it was taking on his family. Deep down, he knew that a change was necessary, a chance at redemption, and a chance to break free from the grip of organized crime. So in 1986, Michael Franzese made a life-changing decision. He decided to leave the Mafia behind and cooperate with the authorities, becoming the highest-ranking member of the Colombo crime family to ever do so. This move came at great personal risk, as he knew the repercussions of turning his back on the mob. In doing so, he risked his safety and the safety of his loved ones. Michael became a marked man, facing threats from his former associates, who saw his departure as an act of betrayal. Michael's decision to leave the Mafia was just the beginning of his journey. After serving time in prison and being released in the early 1990s, he focused on rebuilding his life and making amends for his past. He became an advocate against organized crime and began sharing his experiences and lessons learned with others. Michael Franzese emerged from his experience in prison as a motivational speaker, captivating audiences with his engaging storytelling and powerful message of redemption. Through his lectures, he aimed to inspire people to make positive changes in their own lives, overcome adversity, and avoid the pitfalls of a life of crime. In addition to his speaking engagements, Michael has written several books, including his best-selling memoir, Blood Covenant, which tells a lot about his life in the mob and his journey to redemption. It is a raw and honest account of his life in the mob and his journey after that. His books have become valuable resources for individuals seeking guidance and inspiration. Today, Michael Franzese continues to inspire and motivate people from all over the world. His story serves as a reminder that it's never too late to change, to break free from negative influences, and to live a life of purpose and meaning. His message was not one of glorifying a criminal past, but rather one of hope and resilience. Michael has said about his experience, "I don't care what you've done in the past, what mistakes you've made. You have the power to change your life. Success is not measured by how much money you have or how powerful you are. It's about living a life of purpose and making a positive impact on others. The choices you make today determine the person you become tomorrow. Choose wisely. Don't let your past define your future. You have the power to create a new story. True power comes from the ability to control your own actions and make positive choices. Honor and loyalty are not just words. They are values that should guide your actions and relationships. It takes strength and courage to walk away from a life of crime and make amends for your past, but it's worth it. The greatest measure of success is not wealth or status, but the impact you have on the lives of others. Never underestimate the power of forgiveness and redemption. They can transform lives. You are never too old or too far gone to change your life. It's never too late to do the right thing. So, as we reflect on the extraordinary life of Michael Franzese, let us remember that no matter how dark our past may be, we always have the power to transform ourselves and create a brighter future. Today, Michael Franzese continues to make a profound impact through his work as a consultant and advisor. Drawing from his unique background and insights, he assists organizations in navigating complex ethical issues, developing leadership skills, and fostering a culture of integrity. Through his experiences, he has shown us that even the most hardened individuals can find redemption and create a positive impact in the world.